When I first started turning wood, I had never done sculpture of any sort before. Yeah. I was a music and poetry person. Yeah. And the music and poetry got dropped as I went into a discovery of the intrinsic visual harmonious nature of form. Yeah. So when then this conceptual leap happened and I actually started making sounding sculptures, it was like something which had got put aside had in a sense become buried in the form itself, and then the sound re-emerged from the form itself when the strings began to be fitted. And it's a strange kind of death and resurrection event. And when I started looking at turned forms as visually harmonious, not acoustically, visually harmonious in themselves, then my sense of harmony and form, my sense of flow, my sense of poetic meaning became a visual thing, a sculptural thing. So the early bowls that I was making were already talking to me in terms of the relationship of form. Yeah? So in a sense, my music and poetry weren't put aside, they were sublimated into a pursuit of the flow of form as sculpture. So in a sense, then it wasn't a surprise that the sound then re-emerges from the form, in it becoming a musical instrument. In my early years making bowls for galleries, in the night I would sometimes lie in bed hearing a line of a folk song or a piece of a concert creating form in the air in front of me, because the do-do-do-dum creates the potential for that form, and when you make that form in wood then you have something which is silent but intrinsically musical, even before I started putting strings on. I was looking for curves which had both embracing warmth and a lifting lightness to them, and by starting off straight, or nearly straight, we get a sense of the lift in there, yeah? And by coming in with the curve later, then you get the sense of embrace. And when you blend those two together, you get the spiral curve. And then I discovered that having a spiral curve on the inside was giving me an acoustic richness. And eventually I discovered that the reason for this was that it's linked to the Fibonacci spiral. And the Fibonacci spiral gives you that constant growth, and we're growing harmony and growing sound inside this curve.